All right, hello. Oh, goodness. My thing says I'm low on memory. Hopefully, they're not going to cut me off of Zoom here. All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you are. Oh, goodness. The text trying to get me here. Let me close some stuff that's trying to ruin my party here. All right, there we go. So I see Robin in the house. Maury, hello, hello. Leanne, hello in SoCal. Lisa in Sweden, awesome to see you. Thank you for being here. Stephen, hello. All right. So I had to jump in here, guys. Number one, I miss talking to you guys. When I fade away, it's because either I'm processing stuff or getting new downloads. And recently, it's been downloads, tons of stuff coming in. And I've got some really cool community stuff to share with you guys also. But I do want to tell you, do not be fooled by this. There's a lot going on here, and I'm sure that some of you are feeling this. Remember, we've got two parallel realities running side by side now. And so it's which one are you experiencing? No need to freak out if you're having a three-dimensional experience, right? Because you could be healing something. Knowing where you are is 100% of the game. Knowing where you are, and can you become just the observer of that and saying, okay, this is coming to the light to be healed, right? So there's no behind the eight ball. There's all you're in the perfect place for you in your journey in this now moment, always. And so it's just recognizing, okay, where am I? Is something triggering me? Okay, there's information in every trigger. It's not just a trigger to ruin your day, I promise. So there's information in all triggers. So I wanted to start with that. Hello, Oksana in Toronto. Awesome. Hello. Oh, here I'm getting these crazy notifications. Go away, go away. Okay, so Barbara in Portugal, how beautiful. Welcome. Jonathan in Detroit. Awesome. I love you guys. This is like the global love train is rocking. All right, let me start with the community announcements because I don't want to forget. Um, We've got a guest coming in on Thursday morning. If you can't make it live, do not worry. I got you. It'll stay here as a recording. But Bill Kale, who is the best sound healer I have ever worked with, is going to grace us with his fabulous magical presence. So we're going to be talking about sound healing. He has like some Tibetan bowls and things that are 200 years old, tuning forks, all this. So for those of you who are, into sound healing, you're not going to want to miss that. And then there's he's agreed to do something else, which I'm so excited for those participating in the virtual retreat that is coming up on February 15th. Oh my gosh, it's like 11 days away. I'm so excited. You guys are going to get a special curated sound healing session at the end of the retreat day. So that last hour is going to be a special curated sound healing for everybody that's participating in the retreat that day. And of course, you will get the recording too. So I'm so excited to welcome Bill in here because he's just just incredible. He is truly a master at sound healing. And I love just talking to the guy because I learn something every time I talk to him, and it's so fascinating. And let me tell you, I do sound healings, not me performing them. I receive them with absolute joy because the beauty about sound healings is it bypasses the noodle. It goes right to your energy body. It goes right to your emotional body. So the healing qualities, anytime we can take the noodle out, things happen quicker. It's true. It is true. So, yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. He'll be here. There's an announcement in the community sec. It'll be right here. You don't need to register for anything. He'll be here. So it's Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Very excited about that. For those of you, there are still some spaces left. If you do want to register and participate in the virtual retreat, it's going to be Saturday the 15th. We start at 9 a.m. Pacific and it goes to 4 p.m. from 3 to 4 is now a beautiful sound healing. There is an hour break in there for lunch and you do get the recording. I'll tell you guys what has come through for that too. This is what yesterday I was receiving activations literally all day long. So early in January, my guides took me through a quantum leap. And really what that is pushing your consciousness forward even farther. And what happens is anything that comes up that has to be healed, sometimes you have to do the healing ahead of it. Stuff comes up in your field. I know we're beyond the noodle, so just play along. But something will come up in your field as you intend to go forward. And then that comes up. Sometimes you heal that on the spot. And then sometimes you must spring forward first. And then that draws up what's trailing to be healed. And so everybody is going to we're doing like an activation. It's in different steps. And we're going to be doing that during the retreat for the virtual day. So everybody's going to participate in this. And the fabulous Ursula, my soul sister, will be doing the quantum healings. So it's just going to be a really powerful experience. It accelerates the process of closing the gap between your 3D reality and your 5D reality. Remember, we still need to choose it, right? So, but I'm so looking forward to that just in doing these activations. Like I felt it. So it's just a really profound feeling. And what I've noticed is I was experiencing those things immediately in my reality. Things, like one of the activations had to do with harmony. And I walked outside and instantly saw like flocks of birds. I just saw nature in harmony and just you got to slow your roll to recognize when the gifts are coming in. Another thing that I've noticed, guys, I got to share this. Yesterday, after I was doing activations all day long, and then I like, I got to take my own advice. I got to go outside and visit with Mama Gaia. And when I walked outside, the sun it's brighter now. It is magnificently brighter. Normally I can sun gaze. I sun gaze all the time. And it took me a second. I was standing there. I think if anybody was watching me, they were probably like, what, did she have a little sippy in the afternoon here or what? Because I was like, oh, and I just stood there until my eyes could acclimate. And where normally I can like see the sun, in the sky and it looks, smaller. Obviously, there's a distance. The gold light was just taking over just almost all of my eyesight. And I thought, okay, was that an anomaly? Was that just yesterday? And this morning I woke up, I've been playing pickleball. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm addicted. So off I go to the courts and it starts at 7 a.m., which is before the sun rises. So I'm watching the sun come up over the Sea of Cortez. I can't even, I like can't, it's like pickleball in paradise is a true thing. Excuse me. And the same thing happened. And there was a lady I was playing with, and she looked at me and she said, why is the sun so strong? And I thought, oh, I'd love to answer her, but she would have probably went running. She would have went running, going, there's a loca. There's a loca here on the court. But yeah, so I don't know let me know in the comments if any of you, and remember, that the reason I'm bringing this up is some of you may be perceiving this already because it has to do with your level of consciousness and what you're ready to perceive. And don't worry if you're not, again, there's no one's late for any party. But as you heal and you open yourself to a higher level of consciousness, you will be perceiving this also. So that's why I like to share this wild stuff. But let me tell you, I remember when the first time I saw a change in the sun was like, gosh, probably over 18 months ago. And I was asking people, just anybody. And then I realized, oh, I need to feel into the energy field first because I got a lot of crazy looks. Yeah. Did you notice the sun changed? Yeah. Did you know you cuckoo? Yes, diva loca. Exactly. I love it. I'll own that all day long. I love that. So, oh, good, Robin. Yes, you've noticed. Yeah, it's it is really, really, really bright. I love it. So, I want to show you guys now. Let's jump over to the chakra chart. That's where, so you can see this. Let me move my melon and let you guys see this whole thing. So this is, I took this just like 2 hours ago, roughly. And you can see it looks like the quote unquote normal stitching pattern, but remember what's going on right now. We've got the two parallel realities, which means in the third dimension, this is still purging some deep stuff. Do not get frustrated if you go, oh, I healed that. Listen, I did that. I played that game with myself until my guides were like, as you raise your consciousness, another layer comes up. But there is a bottom of the barrel because we all came here to complete. So there is completion. They don't like to use that word too much because people think that something ends or like you're done ascending. We're constantly ascending, we're constantly evolving, right? But what happens is we're coming to a completion of the third dimension experiences. Those are all being healed and brought whole. And so, but what that creates for us then new beginnings. Every now moment is a new beginning. Okay. Okay. So they always keep in mind now, every now moment is a new beginning, is your opportunity to create something new, right? The old way we dragged these backpacks around that weren't even ours. Now, no backpacks needed. We go in clean, we create from the heart. If you don't know yet what's in your heart, fear not. It will emerge. And as you start talking to each other, one of the things that we're going to be doing at the virtual retreat is we're going to be creating our own reality boards. I'm going to teach everybody how to manifest without resistance. When you let go of the resistance, you're manifesting. And so it's going to be a fun exercise. And I think in that group container, people will inspire each other. Because I know for me, when I would have mentors ask me like, oh, what's in your heart? What do you want to? And I'm not kidding you. For a year, it was crickets. I was like, I like the beach, and they're like, there's got to be more in there. Now I know there's a whole lot more in there. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys what's on my reality board too. Uh, it's a busy one because I love it. I love adventure. I love people. I love doing what I'm doing, it's and so by me stating that and being in that. I get more of it and I get it in ways that I can't imagine. And the same thing exactly is true for you guys. So it's going to be a really fun exercise to do. And again, I think that when we're in a nice container where everybody's energy is pure love and light, there's no resistance. That's where you can become inspired by other people's creations too. And then you might see opportunities for co-creation. I'm guessing that's why my guides brought that whole exercise forward. But I'm personally really looking forward to it. Okay, let's go. And now I want to show you. Let's look at a more accurate depiction, in my opinion, of what is going on energetically. And I want to hear from you guys in the comments. All right, look at that. I mean, I don't even need to move my melon. You could just see it looks like someone was like shooting up water. It's like pew, pew, pew. Like take your pick. Welcome to your chakras in February. Now, now, I want to be clear. I'm going to go through this with you guys because some of this is integration. And then some of it is that purging. And don't get frustrated with anything that feels like it's lingering again. It could be, there's a layer. These parts are sensitive and they've been hiding in fight or flight for thousands of incarnations. Remember, we're clearing all, but all the evidence comes through in this particular incarnation. So we don't need to do past life regression. We don't need to do all that. Whatever energy carried through here, if it needs to be cleared, it's like they show it to me like dominoes. So when the inner child heals in this incarnation, all the dominoes behind it fall. It takes care of itself. So I'm telling you, the heavy lifting happens in consciousness. So our who man, the less the who man does, often the better. The who man tends to get in the way, makes noodle soup. Quite well, I might add. Quite well, I might add. Let me move here, and we're just going to show you. So I'm going to go through just all the chakras here because this can affect us in so many different ways. Let's start at the bottom with the root. So this you can see we have been purging this root chakra. So the root chakra holds if you have any lack, lack energies, fear of lack, if false identities, lack of worthiness, and too, you don't believe in yourself, or you think you're this 3D who man that people called you names, told you were tall, told you were short, told you were fat, told you were thin, told you all of that. You're none of that. You're divine. You're divine. So see all these? Anything, any thought you ever had that stayed in your body and stayed in your field that was a lie against you are divine and you're perfect now. That's what that is. That's that rotor rooter. That's like, get those nasty lies out of here. Let your divine light shine. You're here to create, to play, and to have fun. And I promise you it's true. It's true. And so, and I know many of you are starting to feel this too. You may have a day where, remember, it's like a pendulum swinging. And so you may be like, oh, I felt great yesterday. And then you might have some resistance come up. Be the observer and go, oh, I know what that is. That's just coming up to be healed, right? Oh yes, diet change. Yep, eating less, drinking lots of water, tea. Yes. So on food, let me tell you, my guides told me don't like just do your best to eat intuitively. There is so much going on with we are jumping so many timelines and accelerating forward so quickly that the body is just going to ping in wherever it's at, right? So yesterday, like for me, it was like, oh, all of a sudden I had to go get some apples, apples and almond butter. And then today I was like a crazy person when I came out of pickleball and I was like, I need a piece of fresh salmon. So it really is shifting, and it some of it's very purposeful because we are not going to look at our bodies the same way at all moving forward. We're going to allow the body's intelligence to do what it knows how to do, which is run the body, which is heal the body, which is rejuvenate the body. And so shedding all of those false beliefs is going to be key. And don't get upset with yourself. The way my guide showed me how when I'm going to eat something is what is this meal going to reflect back to me? And so if it's like a dense energy, then I go, oh no, I don't want that to go in my body. And it's interesting as you have to slow yourself down. No unconscious eating. No, I'm busy and I'm just gonna get this in here because my body needs something. Now you miss the opportunity to get the message from your food because it's there. It's there. You just need to slow everything down. And you can even do that when you're choosing. And it's interesting. I do not write out a shopping list anymore. I push my cart and it's wild how something will happen. I'll have a noise happen and then it'll turn my head and right in front of me. And I know, oh, that has to go in the cart. I do not get into the noodle. Why is that going in? What I don't, it's not my job that like I let my body is the CEO of itself. I let it do its thing. And I just like, I'm the vessel. Okay, that's going in the cart. No questions asked. Let's go. On to the next item. And it really does work. It really does work. But right now, give yourself a lot of grace and like, don't go, oh, I messed up. Like, just say, body, you're doing a great job. Our bodies are undergoing massive still upgrades. Lots of throat, the dry coughing, a lot of dry coughing I'm hearing about, a lot ringing in the ears, definitely pressure in the head, which I'll get into up here because that has to do with some upgrades too. And then for a lot of you, I've been getting a lot of messages from spirit saying too many are still trying to um, logically handle their ascension or they're trying to logically heal their body and it's not done there. It's getting into collaboration and alignment with your body and your body's intelligence and telling it how amazing it is and then just surrendering complete control over to the body and being at peace with that. And so that means if anything is going on, can you come to peace and go, and then if you're not, just go, okay, I'm acknowledging I'm not at peace with my body right now. By doing that, you bring it back around and you neutralize whatever was not at peace. So Very, very important. And this is going to be I'm doing a very deep segment from my guides that they give me like pages, pages and pages of automatic writing about this. We are going to be doing a deep dive into 5D body intelligence at the retreat. And so I keep bringing it up because literally they just started last couple of days really dumping in more of the agenda on me. So I share it with you guys as I get it. And I am going to paste it in the description of this video too, so you can see the bullet points of what's going on. It's just going to be absolutely fabulous. Everybody is ready for it. It doesn't matter what part of your journey you are at, because it's going to meet you. It always meets you exactly where you are. Let me see. Um, Higher states of consciousness. I can see 2 times. Okay, so someone's asking about 3D and 3D and 5D, and where's the 4D? The fourth dimension existed as a transitional point. So for a long time, we were in 3, 4, and 5, and then some are in 3 and 4, 4 and 5. So the 4D is essentially a buffer zone and a filter to help you acclimate, to jump from 3D to 5D, as we can all attest to. Look at the wild roller coaster ride we've been on, right? So there needed to be a transitional period. But as everybody's consciousness arises, right, that we are now just, it's a choice. It's a choice. I'm focusing myself into the 3D or focusing myself into the 5D. So people do transition through there. But when my guides bring it to me, they're very clear. Well, glass bubble over here and a glass bubble over here. This one's not so fun. This one's amazing. And so they really, we're using our power as a creator now. I mean, this is what we all wanted, right? What do I want to create from my light and love, right? And so we're in it now. Let me see. Oh yeah, heat in the body. I see someone saying absolutely. Yeah, I like the analogy of sunburn too, because it's not like you're sweating. It's like an internal heat that kind of gets going in the body. And yeah, that's absolutely real. And that happens for me, especially when I see these spikes like this. It can definitely heat up the body. Yeah, Lisa, same. Yep. Ringing in the ears, throat stuff. Absolutely great. Water and salt, awesome. Yeah, the guides are always like, very recently Epsom salt bath, or my Epsom salt bath is called the Sea of Cortez. Water's a little cooler, but I get in there because the sun's bright and hot. So however you need to get that salt on your body, if you have it in the shower, put some Epsom salt in a pitcher of water, stir that sucker up, and dump it over your head in the shower. It's energy, right? It's energetic, it's a cleansing, and it really helps you to integrate what's going on. Because there's still definitely some purging. Um, Oh, I love that. Someone said you can feel the earth rock. Absolutely. Well, Gaia is ascending too. And so we are completely in alignment with her. We are naturally grounded with her now. And so it's very possible, depending on your level of consciousness, that you would be sensitive to the earth's vibrations. Absolutely. That's so cool. I love that. Um, Okay, is REM sleep. So no, so REM sleep has to do with just the human being in conscious. When you let's see, when you're in alignment. So in other words, if you went to bed in a peaceful state, did a nice meditation, you're choosing and you've aligned with the 5D. So you at that moment would be, but it's not tied to um where you're at. So the sleep comes from whatever, there's beta, theta. And so as you it's more, REM is something that we talk about specifically about the human, right? So that's your human. It's a way of measuring what level of sleep you're in. So when I talk about choosing the dimension, this is, are you present in the now moment? What am I creating in this now moment? Or am I worried about the past or the future? Because that's the third dimension. Am I struggling? Am I, running up a wet hill? Oh, I'm doing this activity because in the past it worked for me. I'm going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it, even though I am not getting results. This worked for me in the past, and I'm going to keep doing it and doing it. Patty, why am I not having fun? Well, because we're not here to suffer and struggle. So we acknowledge that we're not at peace. Take 3 deep breaths. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. Go into the heart space. The moment you do that, slowing everything down, you are in the 5D. You can't not be. It just requires presence. And we got so used to living in the head um, that now those are the things that are peeling away and peeling away. And so this is why I recommend take up something that's fun or just relaxing. When like if you're painting or drawing or Legos or Legalongs, and for me, like recently it's pickleball. I'm having a soft focus. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. And when I'm doing that, my vibration is so high that the things that are on my reality board can come to me quicker because it's saying like I'm completely satiated in this moment. Nothing could be better in this moment. And it what happens is that has to expand. It has to expand. So if I say, well, I didn't do good today, well, that's what's going to get reflected back to me. My whole day is going to be didn't do good today. The Uber guy's not going to do good. It's all going to be reflected back to me. That's the energy level I chose. When I say, I, I couldn't be any happier. I've had an amazing morning, having an amazing afternoon. Nothing could be better. Now that nothing could be better must magnify and that's going to get reflected back to me. And it really like it is so profound. It's so profound. I've been having so many like hilarious encounters because I ask for playmates and fun every single day. And let me tell you, I've been getting it. I've been having some good fun. So it's all possible. And I'll tell you when you keep yourself aligned and you keep yourself present, you the rest kind of looks like an old movie. So it's still there and things could still come up, but I see it exactly. I just observe it. I observe it. I don't let it, I don't go, oh no, I'm not going to get in that story. That story's in that other glass bubble that I left. I kissed it goodbye. I gave it love, but peace out. This bubble is way, way, way better. So, all right, let's see. Yeah, I love it that other people are seeing the sun bright, bright, bright. Yeah, me too. So cool. So, all right, so I'll finish with these chakras and then we'll wrap it up here. Okay, so this red line, it's a little tougher to see in here. That is the sacral chakra. This is our creative center. And then you see this spike here. So this is where worthiness and thinking that you're not creative and those anything tied to that or making yourself small, right? So for those of you who had the seen and not heard experience, and then you're like, oh well, I'm really interested in art and I'm pretty good at it, but I'm not great at it. That's that stuff. That's what's going to clear. That's what's going to clear. And you can see this line that's kind of gradual and then it's got a lot of ups and downs. That is integrating, those are upgrades to the system coming. All right. So purge of the spikes. And then this is you integrating some new energy. So we did get some new energy. It's very, these are, I'm calling them precision strikes because that's how I feel them. That's how I perceive them. Again, you may feel them differently. For some, this may have you feeling really tired and calm. And for others, these spikes may get your solar plexus going and may get some anxiety going. There's no wrong, okay? There is no wrong. It's just telling you where you're at, all right? Next one up, we've got the heart and solar plexus. Whoa, what is going on here? And so I know here, like my guides absolutely said, heart opening, heart opening. So many are stepping into, it's safe to allow love in, and because we're not talking about conditional love. We're talking about, you know, universal love, which is unwavering and completely unconditional, seeing everyone in their light, in their love and light and perfection only, no exceptions, regardless of what you're, witnessing with your human eyes. Can you really start to perceive those around you as pure love and light? Because that's really what, remember, we're all divine. We are all divine. Doesn't matter how you're currently presenting. That just means, just shows you where you are on your journey. Okay. So this solar plexus too, big, these have been undergoing an upgrade for a while, for several months now, and it's continuing because another energy in the collective that's being healed right now is that sense of loss of power. Many in the collective still think they're powerless, and it's like, no, no, you can only give your power away. So when you claim it back, and some of you are absolute warriors, I have to tell you, I've done some work with a few of you recently, and you guys are badass warriors because you moved through and allowed yourself to feel things um, in order to claim your power back. And it's so beautiful to watch the process because you can immediately, there's a sense of lightness and a sense of freedom. And then you have that space. You feel like you have a space now to create. It's like you clear your canvas, quite literally. So those of you who are really, stepping up and doing these, it is, I commend you because you guys are warriors. Awesome. Stacy, iridescent clouds. Oh, love it. Love it. Yeah. They show me so many colors. I was shown a rainbow that had a color I'd never seen. It had magenta in it. And it was so cool. And they showed it to me like a double rainbow. So we're going to be able, and I think this is part of what's going on with the sun now. Colors they're showing me are more vivid than ever before, more vivid than ever before. So lots of cool stuff coming in. All right, let's finish this up so you can see what's going on here. We're spiking upper chakras. This is why everybody's feeling stuff in the throat, in the ears, in the eyes. Our eyes are doing massive upgrades. So you can see, like, I mean, this is not calm, right? Look at all of these. This is a lot of action going on in our chakras. I know too that we are getting new chakras. I know in January I was shown that we have two new grief chakras to allow our body to release the energy of grief easier. And so, everything is always so purposeful and like beyond what we can imagine. And so as long as these are consistent, I'll keep showing these because I felt like today this graph represented more of what is going on in the collective and what a lot are feeling. So I wanted to share that. Yeah, blurry vision, very common. It goes in and out. Some days one of my eyes is blurry, the other's not. It's all. So one of the upgrades that we're getting, the main thing is to be able to receive more light. But another one is that we're going to get a more peripheral vision as part of the upgrades. So it's very cool. It's all purposeful. We find out as we go. This is how we get informed. So, oh, that's what I got for you guys. Lots going on. It's all but these February energies, let me tell you, accelerated is the word. They're really as we're clearing, we are pushing forward. Do not get caught up in your old story. Just acknowledge it and just say, okay, I'm not at complete peace with this right now. But the more you repeat the old story and get caught up in it, it's not your identity. And this is helping you to push that out right there. So just you are a powerful light being focused into a body. And just imagine that if you were able to focus yourself into a human, that you can definitely focus into your life some fun things that you would like to play with and enjoy. I promise. You have the ability, you've already proven it because you are here in physical form. So cool. Who would like to I thought this would be a great opportunity with all this going on to ground. So Let's do a quick grounding together. And I want also for those of you like sometimes you got stuff going on during your day, just show you that you can ground very quickly. Let's find some grounding back. Let's use this. I love this color. There we go. All right. So just get into a comfortable position if you're driving. Probably want to listen to this later. Okay. And just have everybody take a nice deep breath in and exhale down to Gaia's heart. Take an inhale, bring her light up to your heart. And exhale back down to Gaia's heart. And now while you're there, see, sense, or feel her light merging with yours. Again, see, sense, or feel. And there's like it's a warm blanket effect. And then inhale, bring the light up to your heart. And let's open the heart space. See, sense, or feel the front door to your heart open. You see your light there. And then take a moment to notice if the back door to your sacred heart is open or not. For some of you, it's not. So we'll take an inhale and then just intend to open it with the exhale. Nice and easy. Nice. Let's take another inhale. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. And then on this inhale, gently come back into your body. Expand the light in your heart and just leave it there. Leave it expanded. Leave that light expanded. Beautiful. You guys are so good at grounding. So, so good. I love that. So, all right, you guys have a beautiful afternoon, evening, or morning, depending on you where you are. Thank you so much for jumping in here with me. I love being in here with you guys. Thursday focus group. So remember, Thursday we're gonna be busy here on the love train on Thursday. We've got Bill Kale Sound Healer at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and then focus group will be at noon Pacific Standard Time. The registration link for that will go out today, so you'll see that in your inbox. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I love you. And I will see you when the energy calls. So take care.